my parents used to celebrate my birthday. So I'm glad the tradition continues. We've been doing. I talk to my kids over Zoom every day, and they're actually back home now. They just prefer to talk to me over Zoom. I don't know what that's about, actually. So, but I've been busy. Last week I had a job interview. The guy asked me like 100 questions. At one point he said to me, "Do you gossip?" So I said, "No, but you know who does." I haven't heard back yet from him or his assistant, who I'm pretty sure he's sleeping with. Little things bother me. Yesterday, the guy that was supposed to fix our doorbell didn't show up. Or did he? Some questions will never be answered. We had some rats in our garage, so we had the exterminator came. And the exterminator said that we have to create an environment for the rats that's not conducive for sexual activity. So what I did was I put up pictures of the rats' grandparents naked to try to kind of kill the mood. What else can I tell you? I had one of those Impossible burgers, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those vegan hamburgers. Yeah. They're delicious. I had mine with bacon. It's the way to do it, I think. Do you ever have a friend you've known a long time tell you something that just blows your mind? Today, my best friend, who I've known my whole life, revealed to me that he's imaginary.
No.
I didn't see that coming. I was talking to one of my other friends today. He said, if you had a time machine, would you go back in time and kill baby Hitler? Here's the thing. I'm a dad. I don't think I could kill a baby. But I could strangle teenage Hitler. Imagine what a nightmare he must have been. During the pandemic, so my wife and I, we celebrated our 28th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. And I'm happily married. I know that I'm lucky because 50% of married people say they're unhappily married. This is according to a poll I took earlier today at my house. What's her problem? My wife has this guy that she's worked with for years that she refers to as her work husband. They have 3 kids together. It's going very well. I met my wife on jury duty. Thanks to me, she was acquitted. Oh, you can't trust DNA evidence. That's what I say. When I first met my wife, I didn't think I had a shot with her at all because she was just so pregnant.
No.
It's not usually my type, you know. My wife's always shocked when I actually know something. Like the other night, we're watching Jeopardy, and the question is, what's the tallest building in the world? And I said, oh, that's Burj Khalifa in Dubai. She's like, how do you know that? I said, well, when your parents are living with us, I Googled, what should I jump off of? And that's what came up. So my wife and I, we started seeing a marriage counselor over Zoom. And the woman's given us some very valuable tips. For instance, she said when you first wake up in the morning, the first thing you should say to each other is, I love you, and not you again. Good to know. She also said because my wife works and because I work, we're both busy. She said that you should pick a day and schedule sex. So my wife picked February 29th. So we just missed it. It's my wife's birthday next week. She always gets kind of cranky around her birthday. because she hates getting older. So today I said, oh, so what do you want for your birthday? She said, a divorce. I'm like, whoa. I wasn't planning on spending that much. I was thinking more like a gift card. So we've got 2 kids. We're very fortunate. Years ago, my wife and I, we were told we were unable to have children by our landlord. He's completely mistaken. You have to be ready for anything when you're a parent. One time my son was 4 years old. We came back from the drugstore at the mall. He pulls a candy bar out of his pocket. Now, I didn't buy him a candy bar. I knew he didn't pay for it. So we jump back in the car. We drive back to the mall. And this time, we went to a jewelry store. You want to jump? Oh, okay. It's very different being a parent. This is every kid is on medication. Both my kids are on Rogaine. You guys have been so nice. Thanks so much. Happy birthday, buddy. Good to see you, pal.
Brian Kiley, everybody. Brian Kiley, give it up for Brian, everybody.
Yeah. That was amazing, brother.
Thank you. Brian Kiley, everybody. Brian Kiley. Awesome. We're going to do the COVID thing and sanitize the mic and stand each time because we don't know who got the COVID cooties. So why take that chance?
I like that, though. I like that. That
You know.
reminded me of the old Johnny Carson days, right?
Yep.
Not the stand-up. The part about, I gotta go, I got something else to do. Right? The famous people never stay. They never stay. The whole show.
All right. So I got sanitizer and napkins here for if you guys want to use it. Because, you know, that's got love for everybody. All right, so next coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. One more time for Brian Kiley, ladies and gentlemen. He's heading back to the Conan O'Brien show because he's working right now.
Yeah.
Snuck me in on his birthday. I appreciate that. That's real love from my comedy bros. All right, next coming to the stage, this brother I met probably, 20 years ago on Queen Mary. I had a comedy club called Laugh is Hope. He came through, shredded the audience, and he's been kicking ass doing comedy ever since. You might see him on the Foxhole. He's a regular on God, just forget her name just that quick. I'm that time turn. Cheryl Underwood Radio, and he has his own podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the very funny, very talented Kyle Irby, everybody. Kyle Irby.
Bro. What's up, guys? Y'all, first of all, happy birthday to Stephen Kimbrough, man. That's my guy right there. Hustler, funny man. Yeah, he used to do the Queen Mary. That thing was off the chain. So you guys, comedian gentlemen, what's up? Whenever I see a guy like Brian, I'd be like, damn, some people was doing comedy last year. That motherfucker was still working, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I'm like, oh, hell no, this motherfucker was not. I thought nigga, you wasn't supposed to be socially distancing, dog. I'm ready to I would have called Dr. Fauci on his ass, man. What the hell? You didn't write that shit at home, dog. You've been working them shits out. That's a hater in you, you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. Instead of laughing about, oh, hell no, he been working. Damn. I'm glad that worked. That's all I had for the night. That motherfucker was hilarious. I was like, yeah, he didn't know. Those are worked out. There's no way. You know, he's just trying that out, man. You know what I'm saying, right?
No, I know exactly.
Yeah.
Shit.
Damn.
This is corporate.
Yeah, I was like, damn. He's hella good. Shit. Oh man, it's like your friend who's always at the gym, whatever. You ain't at the gym, and you see his ass. It's like, all right, we get it. We all gonna die. You just gonna die a week later. You know what I'm saying? You're working hard. I got kids. My youngest daughter is 7 now. Yeah, man. Yeah, she's 7. And here's the thing: her mom wants to go to a private school, right? And I want her to go to public school, and her mom is real upset about it. She's like, "Did you even research, the public schools in the area?" And I'm like, "Yes, I looked into all of them, and they're all free." So I don't even know why we're having this discussion. You know what I'm saying? I used to teach too, man. So that's why I have a inside mentality about public school and private school. And my point of view is that it's all about the parents. You know what I'm saying? Like if the parents put in the work, the kid will go far. It don't matter. You know, I used to teach in the hood, man. I had students that went from the hood all the way to Harvard. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they didn't get in, but they parents took them on a visit, though. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for their parents, they would have never seen Harvard. You know what I'm saying? Or Howard, or Hampton, or Southern, Grambling. But yeah, man. So, but it's all about the parents, man. But so I wanted her to go to public school, and her mom wanted her to go to private school. So we compromised, and now she go to private school. That's how that worked. You know what I'm saying? That's how that worked. Yeah, that's how that worked. That's new age compromise. Yeah. So like, here's the thing. I don't want to talk about that. I ain't ready yet. When you go to a private school, see, I'm talking like when these new age dudes, like we all go, she go. You know what I'm saying? So when your kid goes to a private school, if you're not one of the people that's like a lot of the parents got money. That's basically the way I can say it. Yes. I thought that was a light. That is a camera. All right. Anyway, so yeah, the people got money. So your co-parents or whatever, you know, the parents that go to school, they got dough. So we go into this. When you go to the activities and shit, you got to go to people's houses, right? So we go into this house in the Pasadena Hills. Now the whole time we riding, going up the hills and the houses, and my girl's like, wow. You know, I'm just like, stop being negative. You know what I mean? We don't have a small house. You know, we have a large apartment. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. You know, and she just getting jealous and hating, like, oh, it must be nice. You know, yeah, you know how they do. It must be nice. I'm so yeah, we go in there, and she in her head about what the activity is going to be like. She's already talking to herself about being negative about how the day's going to be. We ain't even got there yet. You feel what I'm saying? So we get there, and she like, we ain't even there. I'm sorry. We on the way there, and we traveling up the hill, and we don't know anything about these people. We just know that we going to Dr. Sam's house. That's it. Right. That's all I know is we going to Dr. Sam's house. So she's like, must be nice. I bet Dr. Sam's wife don't got to work. I'm like, oh, God. But you know me, I'm an asshole. I'm a comedian. So I was like, yeah, it is nice. I don't work. Yeah, I'm at home all day. It is really nice. You know what I'm saying? It is, you know. I can say, you are right. It must be nice. It is nice. You know, man. Then she started doing a thing where they start, y'all know ladies when you do that shit. And because it's crazy, because when our daughter does it, she gets mad. I love that's what I love about having a daughter, is the mama get to see all the bullshit she do. You know what I mean? So when she, I'm like, yep, that's she got that from you right there. You know what I mean? So that's what her mom doing. And I'm getting frustrated. I'm just like, I wish you'd stop breathing. Just don't breathe no more. Since you want to, I didn't want her to die. I just wanted her to stop. All right. So we get to the crib, and first thing I noticed, we get to the house, like, wow. And we meet Dr. Sam, and Dr. Sam is a woman. Yeah. And I was just like, wow, I didn't know. And now I'm looking at my lady like, underachiever in this relationship. You know what I'm saying? Now I look at her like, must be nice, right? Because her husband's a stay-at-home dude. You know what I mean? Like, it must be real nice to be a stay-at-home dude. Let me see where I am on time. Oh, wow, right there. Yeah, there's that. So here's the thing, man. I could tell you this before I dip out. Me and Malay, we not really intimate anymore. You know what I'm saying? Which is funny, because when Brian was talking about those rats, he said, show him a picture of their grandma. I was like, oh, you can get them married. That'll do it too. Stop all that. Anyway, sorry to touch it. I love women like, that ain't true. Like, it is. It is. But anyway, that's not the point. So I, me and Malay, we ain't married, but we've been we ain't having sex anymore. It's, she, how that is. So she blames me. Yeah, she's like, if you made more money, she said, yeah. She said, if you made more money, I wouldn't have to commute. I wouldn't be as stressed, and I would probably want to have sex more. And I just thought that was very strange that she thought if I made more money, that I'd still be with her. Like, no, I'm upgraded. So I'm gonna tell you that right now. Anyway, I hate to be the Hollywood diva, but I do got to go to work. I appreciate y'all. Respect, Kyle Irby. Thank you.
Kyle Irby, everybody. Kyle Irby. Nice. Man, this is fun. This is fun. Oh, so how you feeling, Weezy? You want to go on next? Are you comfortable? Or you want to? Okay. We're gonna keep Bad Boy going because later we got some films we're gonna be screening at 7:30. We're gonna be screening tomorrow's Today, and then at 9 o'clock we're screening Introducing Jodea. So, and I'm actually in that second film, so I'm excited to screen that one. So I got a little small part. So in the meantime, we're going to keep this going, ladies and gentlemen. Next coming to the stage is a man who is hysterical. He's an touring opening act for Cat Williams. I had him do the podcast on the Pod Brothers show for a year, and we kicked it every week Tuesday, and it was a blast. He's here with me now on my birthday. It's an honor to have him on my stage. Give it up for Big Weezy, everybody. Big Weezy.
First off, good evening and welcome to everyone who's here celebrating Stephen's birthday. Let's give it up for Stephen. I mean, it's amazing. That's what I like about being black. The guy doesn't look a day over 135 years old. He's got no gray hair, right? Because I'm 61, right? I'm 61, and people always say, oh, you look good. And I always tell them the truth. I say, fat don't crack. It just stretches, And that's not me, so we're all good. But the pandemic has really taught me some things. It has really grounded me as a big man. For some people, the quarantine and being locked in, it taught them about their relationships, right? It taught them about how they couldn't get along with certain people over a certain amount of time, like when family comes to visit, more than 3 or 4 days, it gets crazy. I learned that I should have always had my food delivered at night to me my whole life. Let me tell you about Uber Eats. Let me tell you about DoorDash. Let me tell you about Postmates. Let me tell you about Grubhub, the sacred, most positive experience I've ever had. We all know when the quarantine first started, your food was just delivered, right? They would hand you their food. For a guy like me, where laziness is the most paramount part of his day, I hated the fact that I had to get up and go open the door and then create dialogue with this motherfucker. It bothered me, right? But then the pandemic came along, and then contactless delivery. Yes, where they just left it at the door and just texted me. Because I used to ring the doorbell and I was like, hey, I just want to be texted. And then they started sealing the bags better, started putting your name on, started putting the right amount of salsas. They got me, right? They saw my name. Oh, that's Big Weezy. He wants a salsa for every taco that's delivered. Right? There's 4 salsas for every burrito that's delivered. He eats his steaks medium rare, but he orders them rare because it's going to be medium rare by the time it shows up to his house. It was amazing, right? It's even gotten so I don't even use the drive-thrus anymore. When I go to McDonald's, I pull in for curbside pickup. Let me tell you, if you haven't tried this, your fries are always hot. You never get mediocre fries when you go for the curbside pickup. And I don't have to explain anything because before the pandemic, this would be my basic transaction at the drive-thru. Good morning, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order, please? Yes, I'd like to have one sausage McMuffin with no cheese. Okay, so that's a sausage McMuffin with egg or without egg? I said, no. I'd like to have the sausage McMuffin with no cheese. I know, sir, but is that the sausage McMuffin with egg or sausage McMuffin without egg? What you guys don't understand is that I'm a professional eater. And as a professional eater, I make no mistakes when I'm ordering anything. And sometimes I have to retrain that person at the speaker. I said, no, a sausage McMuffin is a toasted English muffin that's buttered on both sides and comes with a slice of comes with a sausage patty and a slice of American cheese. I want mine without cheese. A sausage McMuffin with egg on the menu says sausage McMuffin with egg, which means when I order that, it'll be a toasted English muffin buttered on both sides, right? With a slice of cheese, a poached egg, and a sausage patty. I got that, sir. Do you want egg or not egg on your sausage McMuffin with no cheese? This is what I would have to go through. So I would say, listen, I want it with no egg and no cheese, please. Would you like anything else? Yes, I'd like to have a sausage McMuffin with egg. Okay, sir. So you have one sausage egg McMuffin and one sausage McMuffin with no cheese. I said, no, I have a sausage McMuffin with egg and a sausage McMuffin with no cheese. She goes, that's what I said. I said, no, you said sausage egg McMuffin. And she says, no, that's what it is. I said, there is nothing on the menu. There's no such thing as a sausage egg McMuffin. A sausage McMuffin is a toasted English muffin that's buttered on both sides with a poached egg, a slice of Canadian bacon, and a slice of American cheese on it. In order to have a sausage egg McMuffin, you'd have to have a toasted English muffin that's buttered on both sides, a slice of Canadian bacon, and a sausage patty, along with a slice of cheese. That doesn't exist nowhere on the menu. She goes, sir, I'm sorry, but that's what it says here. I said, well, what I want is one sausage McMuffin with egg and a sausage McMuffin with no cheese. Is there anything else, sir? Yes, I'd like to have a sausage McMuffin with cheese and Diet Coke, easy ice. I get to the window, the first window, to make my payment. I make my payment. She hands me the receipt. Lo and behold, on the receipt, it says sausage egg McMuffin. She was just reading what it said in the computer. And there is nothing on the menu that ever says that there's a sausage egg McMuffin. It gets even worse, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they mess. No, it's not their fault. What happens is I'm a professional eater. So I go to McDonald's again. Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order, please? Yes, I'd like to have a quarter pounder. Let's see. Diet Dr. Pepper. All right. So she says, okay, so you want a quarter cheese? I said, no. I'd like to have a quarter pounder. She goes, that's what I said. I said, no, you said quarter cheese, which in your vernacular is a quarter pounder with cheese. She goes, right. I said, no, I want a quarter pounder. Oh, so you want a quarter pounder with cheese, no cheese? I said, that's what a quarter pounder is. So then she puts it on the menu, quarter pounder with cheese, no cheese. $5.59. I said, what do you? She says, well, you wanted a quarter pounder with cheese, no cheese. I said, no, I wanted a quarter pounder. I said, when I order a quarter pounder with cheese, no cheese, and then you take the cheese off, do you take off the 80 cents that you charge when someone adds cheese to their burger? No, because you don't keep track of that. For years, I've been saying, if I want extra tomato, I should be able to get the tomato that someone said they didn't want on their burger 3 hours ago. Right? But you don't do that. You just charge for the extra tomato, and the person that didn't want tomato gets no break. I said, but a quarter pounder is not the same price as a quarter pounder with cheese. She goes, yes, it is, sir. I said, call your manager. Sir, you're holding up the drive-thru. I don't care. Call your manager. Hi, this is the manager, sir. How can I help you? I said, I ordered a quarter pounder. She put on the menu a quarter pounder with cheese, no cheese. She goes, well, that's what that is. I said, no, that's a quarter pounder. If you look on your keyboard and you search, you will find a button that says quarter pounder. Hello, are you guys still there? Yes, sir, I just found it. There is a button that just says quarter pounder.
Oh my God.
And I, as a professional eater, I'm going to get out of here, but as a professional eater, these are the type of things that bother me, right? I mean, young people have no idea that a cheeseburger is not a hamburger with no cheese. It is. I've heard people say, look, give me a cheeseburger with no cheese. That's a hamburger. It's a hamburger. All right? If you go to Burger King and you order a Whopper with cheese, you get one slice of cheese. If you order a double Whopper with cheese, you still get one slice of cheese. Someone says, why don't you get two slices? Because in order to get two slices of cheese on a burger, you have to order a double cheeseburger. As a professional, I know these little tidbits. My family used to get mad. We would go to a restaurant we'd never been to before, and they would order food, right? And they'd come and they'd be looking at their place like, oh my God, what's this? What the hell I ordered? Then they look at my feast. And they're like, my God, this looks like you've been here before. No, I'm a professional. I know how to read the menu. Big Weezy, good night, everyone.
Keep that going for Big Weezy, everybody. Give it up for Big Weezy. Nice. Keeping it clean. Keeping it clean, everybody. All right. You guys having a good time? Yeah. Man, this is like my birthday. It couldn't be a better birthday. Thank you, Larry from Vegas. Cue balls in the house from Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. Came all the way down, kicking with the pie, brother. Yeah. I got friends in the house, man. I got Amanda from... Oh, man. All right. Next we got, no, you're not next. Kristen, you want to go next? Are you ready to get down? Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. All right. No, this is fun, man. You know, I like, you know, being a comedian and writing comedy and you know, I've always wanted to have a day where I can incorporate everything that I love to do with some of my best friends. And obviously the quarantine put a damper on it, but I said, you know what? I'm still going to do something. Yeah. And my peeps showed up. Speaking of one of my best friends, ladies and gentlemen, we got Michael Fosse from VXP Outdoor Movie Theaters, ladies and gentlemen. It's in the house. Nice. All the way in from Palm Springs for my birthday. I told you I had some VIP heavy hitters coming to my show. You guys, I would take some time if you don't know each other and really introduce yourselves and get to know each other. But I have some heavy hitters in the house tonight. As far as everybody here is a A-list person. I mean, seriously. Like, I mean, totally serious. So if you're A-list. You invented the outdoor movie screen business. What do you mean? You can't get more A-list than that when you invent shit. Right. When you start an industry, you are the A-list. Right. Everybody else is a facsimile of what you started. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm very, very excited and very proud to have everybody here, and I want to thank you very much for coming. So give yourselves a big round of applause for coming down and spending my birthday with me. There's a Ralph's not too far from here. I'm gonna go get me a cake and we'll get some beers and whatever, and we'll do it old school style. All right, so we've got Kristen Lindberg coming down next, but after that we have Dave Carter, and then we have Lana Turner, and then who else do we have? Are we missing somebody? I don't know. I've just been so busy today. But whoever comes in, I'm putting them on. And then that's oh no. And then we have Dating So Hard with Joanne and Suzanne. We're going to do their podcast, and then we're going to roll their film right at 7:30. So we got a full program in store for everybody. So, but for now, I want you to put your hands and feet together, your ears, your lips, your nostrils, anything that can make some noise for the very funny, the very creative, the very sexy. Give it up for Kristen Lindberg, ladies and gentlemen. Kristen Lindberg.
Yeah, clap your nostrils. That's a weird thing. Okay, this is, I'll talk about this later. Okay. All right, that's my little secret stash for hidden items down there. Hi. Hello. I'm Kristen Lundberg. I'm part Irish, part Cocker Spaniel, as you can see by the fluff. I'm from Dayton, Ohio, originally. It's a place. It's a place. It's Cincinnati. That's what we called it on the Greyhound. That was the stop. That was the stop name. Okay. So I'm from Dayton, Ohio. We created a square cut pizza, to feed our families that start with 20 people. Yeah. And aviation, but who cares? Right? Who cares? Right now I live in Glendale, the fabulous Glendale life. I live in an Armenian family back house, which is cool, man. Yeah, our security system is 2 Armenian grandmas. They just come out. That's it. And I moved to California. I was really excited because, I'm an artist. I moved out here to experience the warmth, and I was really excited about that. And then I got a job at an ice factory, which is cold all the time. It's like the universe was like, get back in the freezer, bitch. What are you doing out here? Ohio, get back in there. Be cold, solitary confinement. Yeah, I work in a freezer as an ice sculptor, which is a real job only in California, right? Like, I tried to do that in Ohio, and they're like, put her in the psych ward, get her out. She's been in the cold too long. But yeah, I work in the freezer, and I make my ice sculptures with a chainsaw, naked. Okay, it's the traditional Nordic way. Yeah. Mainly around this time of year, I make swans for graduation. It's graduation season. I make swans. This year, that's not happening, but if I could make them something, I'd make them bats. Yeah. Y'all get a big old bat. That's fine. I'm the only woman that works at the ice factory, and I know everybody's name. I work with a bunch of Mexican dudes. Okay, I know all their names, okay? I know Oscar, Dario, Angel, Jesse, Joe, Gavin, Peter. I know them all. They call me Penguin. Sometimes when I have my hair out of the hood, they call me Paluda, which means hairy. I'm not new to nicknames, so I worked at Papa John's. My nickname was Breadstick. How could you not? How could you not? But yeah, I like my job. We make a lot of ice sculptures for Ellen DeGeneres. Go figure, that cold-blooded bitch. We made a couple ice sculptures for Chief Keef. My boss got all excited. He's like, I think he's an Indian chief. I'm like, no. We made one for Master P. His credit card got declined. Yeah. That's personal information. I shouldn't be telling you, but hey, it's a business. Use a MasterCard. Yeah, man. She got an Amex. So like I said, we normally did it with a chainsaw, but lately we've been getting new equipment, and it's kind of scary. We got this one, it's a table saw, which is what cut Johnny Cash's brother in half in the beginning of the movie. It's kind of scary. And the thing with the table saw is you have to heat up the blade with the flame. Okay, you have to get it heated up, otherwise the blade will fly off. which is how I cut my hair. That's how I tell the guys to line up. You each get a whack. All right. Bonus points if you kill me. And yeah, we got this new extension cord. It's pink, like bright pink. I was like, what's up with this? You mocking me now? I love it. It's my favorite color. He probably got it on clearance. But I like to, pretend like, oh, my boss cares about me. Like, write the story in my head. Yeah. If you need tickets to see Carrot Top on Ice, I've got you. Let's see here. I grew up in Ohio, and I've had a lot of time to think about my upbringing and how I was as a child. I was mean. I was very mean. I was mean to my little brother, specifically. I remember one time he was licking a sucker, and I said, "Billy, give me a lick," which is a common request of Southern Ohio siblings. And he said, "No." And I was like, "What? Billy, you better give me a lick of that sucker, or I'm going to break this Buzz Lightyear CD-ROM game for Windows 5. It's a big deal. We just upgraded, And he was all like, "No!" And then so I broke it. And my mom heard the whole thing. And she said, "Kristen, I'll give you a lick." And she came downstairs and she whooped my ass. So that's a Dayton licking. But you don't want that. I also remember I stole my little brother's Nintendo 64 for gas money to go to Cincinnati. Which is, hey man, everybody was doing that. You can't pay the toll, sell some shit you stole. Cincinnati. Anyway, there's a song that goes to that. This is my this is a Catholic vibrator, by the way. Take off the mute so she can yell louder. So, my point is I've had a lot of time to think during quarantine, and I'm really sorry to my little brother for doing those shitty things. So, this is my apology to you, Billy. Sorry. No, give me a lick. I'm sorry I smashed your CD-ROM. I'm sorry that your Nintendo's gone. I'm sorry I never shed a tear when I killed the game of Buzz Lightyear. Ow. Yeah. That song's called "I Killed the Game." It's both an apology and a flex. It's a flexology. This is Cletus. This is my friend. I've played violin for over 18 years. I played at my grandmother's deathbed. Right before she told me to stop. So the Ohio and the Beast. You could take the Beast out of Ohio, but you can't take the Ohio out of the... I said that wrong. When I die, I want to become a cadaver. So college boys will touch me again. I have to play it a little different, so Disney doesn't sue me. But you thought I made a mistake? No. I remember last time I did a Pod Brother show. I was headlining the Terracotta Nudist Resort. And I brought my violin. I brought Cletus with me. And I put that video on YouTube. And it got 500,000 views. People are like, yeah, they're getting down on that video on YouTube. I went and checked out the comments. And one of the comments said, the best part of this video is the first 2 seconds. I go the first 2 seconds. It's literally just me reaching for the mic, but my bush just pops into the frame right there. That's all. Looking like the top of Justin Timberlake's head. Just so wafting, windy, it winked and everything. I was like, I didn't know she could do that. I can't even do that. So I got a little fan base off of that, okay? I got some subscribers, okay? Some 1.69K subscribers. 1.Takashi69K subscribes. And I have like a creepy old man cult following now, and I gotta keep them satisfied. You know, I gotta give them videos, give them content, and they're very supportive. They're really supportive. Even, you know, like they normally say like simple things like funny lady, funny and pretty, you know, just shit like that. But when I post sad stuff, they'll be like, it's okay, funny, pretty lady. Like, it's okay. I don't know what accent that is, by the way. It's just nothing. It's nothing. But I recently got a comment that kind of, I was like, whoa, it read, you suck, bitch, show us your pussy again. Funny pretty lady. I'm like, Eric, what are you doing, man? Come on, you don't mean that, do you? Tell your wife I said hi. How much time I got left? I got one more? All right, I got one more. I'm gonna end it here. It ends here. No. This is the only bit I will ever dedicate to coronavirus 19. Okay. Hold on, I gotta remember how it goes, because all I'm thinking is... That'd be funny if it was that again. Okay. Here we go. All right, the only bit I'm ever gonna do about COVID-19. Besides the bat bit earlier, that doesn't count. Okay. Oh yeah, this is dedicated to the very last pack of wet ones in the Target. Wet ones, last one. No one was the last one of the wet ones, it's the last one. Fresh scent, wet one. No one was the fresh scented wet ones, it's the last one. Wet one! All right, thank you very much.
Kristen Lundberg, everybody. Kristen. Oh, man. That was funny. You killed it at that show. They loved you. They really did. My favorite joke is she, it was true because like there was a breeze going, but she had like these tattoos of these insects going up her leg or body. And it was a really funny bit how she got drunk. Friend, and I'm gonna get some tattoos with some ants in my pants, man. And then they looked at her tattoo and it was like, what's up with the spiders? Like the tattoo added too many legs. Like, these supposed to be ants, so how'd I end up with spiders? So I got spiders in my pants. Woohoo! That I laughed my ass off. That was so funny. Oh man, it was a great show, and thank you for doing that for me. That's my favorite bit. I can't do it as good as you because it's your joke, but
Yeah, you have clothes on.
and I have clothes on. Yes. One more time, Kristen Lundberg, everybody. Kristen, pretty funny lady with a violin. All right, next coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for a very, very funny guy. You might know him as Frederick Douglass on a very popular comedy TV show, which I forgot the title of, but he will remind you what that is. He has been one of my serious comedy bros because we do a stand-up writing lab, and he makes me funnier, and I don't know if I make him funnier, but I'm damn glad to have him in my inner bubble as a serious pod brother. Give it up for the very funny Dave Carter, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Carter.
Thank you, my friend.
you guys doing? Make it. Hey, you can take this mic with you because this is like this is like COVID times, man. This is like an STD.
No, I'm recording on that.
I'm gonna put this one on.
He brings his own mic. Perfect. There we go.
I got mine on there now. You can have. This is all wet. What? Kristen, what were you doing? It's all wet.
Oh no, breathing a lot.
Man, it's like an STD nowadays, though. You can't just be up sharing mics. Like I'm married. It's like an STD. It's like, hey man, I got a wife, I got kids, man. I can't be taking this COVID home. We are 387 days into the Safer at Home challenge, and motherfuckers are out. We're out in the streets. 387 days of this, man. Now that I got my mic on there, I can take my mask off. But 387 days. I have washed my hands 1,227 times. I've brushed my teeth. Out of the 387 days, about 364 days. And I have, I'm not gonna lie, I've been in the house a lot because I'm a man of a certain age, I'm black. Yep. I've showered 35 times in 387 days. Who I gotta impress? I mean, I'm not leaving the house. You're not gonna give me My wife is very white from Wisconsin. Yeah, I'm married. Why do I need to go anywhere? Uber Eats, everyone can deliver stuff to our house. I don't need to leave the house. But yeah, my wife, she is also married. My wife is also married. And we live a lot in this 387 days about marriage. We found that we do not walk on eggshells any longer when we fight. We've been married 12 years. There's still that sensitivity. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. You get to a certain point, it's like, look, I don't like what you did last night. Well, I don't like how you talked to me earlier today. Well, that's good. Let's go beat up on this kid, have a common enemy, and we can get along. We learn not to fight like, babies anymore. We fight like adults. Let's blame this kid and go solve that problem with a whooping over that child. You do those kind of things. I've also put on I've learned that I am good at gaining weight. I've put on the COVID 2020. I put 20 on at the beginning of the COVID thing, and I have another 20 I've put on here near the end. And I have learned to appreciate how women feel about stretchy pants. Like that is some new, freedom I just gained with that. Like stretchy pants, man, like the best thing ever. Because if I drop something right now, there's no way I'm picking it up. I mean, this is a whole thought. I mean, I'm like, oh shit, I need that pencil. You got to make that decision, that moment of decision. You're like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. Like I'm already sweating. You see this? I'm sweating because this is 40 extra pounds. I'm gonna get this pencil. Back training. So I just like stretchy pants make it good. You can go like this now. Like fuck it. Pencil. You can pick up shit like that. Anything less than a beer is gonna get picked up. Everything else I just call my daughter for. She's 8 now. Beautiful biracial child. My wife's very white from Chicago. I mean, I'm very black from Chicago. My wife's very white from Wisconsin. So our biracial child is like a perfect remote control, like a master remote. Hey, Coco, come get this pencil. Thank you, baby. That's sweet. She's a wonderful child, but this bitch, I mean, never call a small child a bitch, but this motherfucker, though, she's been in the house with us this whole time, the 887 days. She has lost all fear for her parents. She has no fear. Her favorite phrase now is like, how do you know, Dad? And I have to look at her and go like, come here, girl, come here. Don't you know I could kill you? Yeah, these white people trying to get me on anything. I could kill you, make a whole new you, give them all your stuff. No one would be the wiser. I did that once at a birthday party, like a kid's birthday party. Forgot that the other children were there, and they're all staring at me like all these little white kids are like, who's that guy? And I'm like, looking at him, they're like, I think he's Shaft. Like because I know what I look like sometimes. I get Frederick Douglass, a fat Frederick Douglass. I get a homeless Malcolm Jamal Warner. I get what was his name? The Kimbo Slice with a better hairline. I get lots of things like that. God rest his soul, but we're all living on borrowed time. Now they got the vaccine, though. Anyone get the vaccine?
Come on.
You getting it? Good for you, black man getting the vaccine. Because, as black people, we are not notoriously known, but historically known not to like shots of new shit. Like just Tuskegee. I mean, not a fan of getting shots of new shit. But I got my shot because at a certain age, it doesn't matter. I'm over 50. I'm not trying to have no more kids. So if it sterilizes you, I'm cool.
Even better, thank you, Pfizer, you know. Also, it's like if I grow a tail, that's a nice new attachment, accoutrement to my outfit, my look. You know, that's another great thing. Thank you, Moderna. And then I don't want to get the Johnson & Johnson shot because how they fucked up talcum powder. You don't know what they doing with their shit. So it leaves you at a loss for certain things in that situation. But your pants, you left your pants. Oh, you got them? No, it's just a wild time. We got a new president. We made it to 2021. Didn't think that was going to happen. The one thing I found to be very odd in that situation is the fact that there have been a lot of people that showed their true colors over these last 4 to 5 years. And it's like, it feels like the day after the purge, you know? You know, like everyone's like doing everything they want to do. You show up at work. How do you show up at work after the purge? Like, hey, Dave, it's kind of been weird the last couple of years, right? What happened on your lawn? That was not me. That was the crowd. I just kind of went with the flow of the crowd on that. So we're cool, right? Same thing that I'm sure that Trump was trying to say before he left office, and Pence was like, when Pence was upset when he left him to be killed in the purge at the Capitol, he's like, so if I need that pardon, we're cool, right? Pence is like, I don't know. My feelings are really hurt. He's like all but hurt. He got out alive, so that's why he stayed around and stayed for the inauguration. But now we got Uncle Sleepy Joe as president. I like Sleepy Joe, Grandpa Sleepy Joe, because he's worked with people of color before. By saying that, I mean he had a black boss, so he already knows. He knows how situations should go with a black boss. You know, he's not gonna do nothing too left, too right in that situation. Plus, he also has a black woman for vice president. God bless. We got our first female black vice president. I think that's huge. I also call her his nanny because, you know, he gets on stage, starts acting up. She kind of goes, she leans in on it. He's like, we're going to do these things for America. It's going to be a great situational thing. And we are going to change. No, Joe, that's not the speech you need to be giving right now, Joe. Not the right speech, come on. What speech? We are not going to raise tech. No, not that speech, Joe. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. No, not that speech, Joe. Oh, everyone gets stimulus checks. That's the speech, Joe. Give that speech. That's what everyone wants to hear. Stimulus checks for everybody. Yeah, I'm just glad we made it this way. But the purge happened on the 6th, the 5th of January, when everyone was acting kind of crazy.
January 6th.
And then everyone decided to go to who shows up at a situation where, you know, like a total situation like that. With phone number and expected it to happen different, because America was watching that. Like people at home were going like this, Carol, look what's happening at the Capitol. Wow, Kevin said he was taking the week off. He did what he said he was going to do. His Viking helmet's intact. Wow. Is that Kevin from accounting? Kevin? Yeah, that's Kevin from accounting. It's amazing what happened there. It's like, wow, they're taking those away. The school teachers at school like, okay, we're going to learn civics this week. Hey, Lana. Oh, that Lana. How are you? It's good to see you. Sorry, the camera's right there in the middle. Where was I going with this? Yeah, so teachers are teaching civics. It's like, okay, class, we're going to learn how America works. Oh, there's an officer at the door to help us with our story. You're not here to help with the story. You're here for me. Oh, so kids, we're going to learn how the police work. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I couple minutes. I'm talking about this. Being a certain age, being black in America, you learn a lot about tolerance. And there's a situation that we've been dealing with for a long time. But as we become more aware of what's happening as a country, we always need lessons to help us get through these types of moments. Because, you know, America still doesn't know who it wants to be, where they want to go. I think of a little movie called Zootopia. A little bunny from a small town decides that they want to be more than just a bunny. They want to be a cop in this small town, in this big land of Zootopia. And with that, they learn prejudice shouldn't exist. But then there's a fox and the predators and prey, and they all have to learn to survive together. And when they learn that, America gets to find out that the DMV is the same in Zootopia as it is for the rest of the country. And I say, God bless us in that way. Now, Steve, you had me running around earlier and hosted shows that I wasn't even supposed to be on. Early days. I'm going to do a little bit on my way out that I like to call Sam Elliott for beer. I'm a man, and men drink beer. And that beer for me is Budweiser. Budweiser beer. Budweiser. Today's a Monday, and on Mondays, men drink beer. My beer is made with barley, hops, and mountain spring water. That's what's for dinner, Budweiser. Budweiser. So my wife and kids have moved out. And when a man's got time on his hands, well, he masturbates. He's rubbing one out with the right. There's always time to reach out and grab a cold one with the left. A cold Budweiser. Budweiser beer. Budweiser. You ever contemplate your place in the universe? Wonder if you're just a speck of dirt on a cosmic shoe? Budweiser. Hey, Ty, have you ever been to prison? I have. And there's a man just as handsome as you sitting across from you staring at you, and he pulls out a handmade blade. It says, you dance, gringo. You get up and you just start dancing and shaking it and giving it all you got. And you sit down and he says, good job, gringo. And he hands you a beer. But it's a goddamn Tecate. And you don't drink goddamn Tecate! Budweiser. You know, today's a Sunday. And on Sundays, men drink football and watch beer. Budweiser. Don't give me the goddamn light, Deuce. You keep the tapes rolling. Budweiser.